Coach, you want to start? I don't know where to begin.
We won the game. That's the only thing that matters to me. Obviously, there are some things that we'd have to execute better, but Belicia made a great shot. It was the perfect storm for him. We were backing up off the guy and bumped him. It was a foul, and he made the shot and stepped to the line and made the free throw. And JJ made a great shot at the end. So at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is that we found a way to win a game on the road, which I think is very important.
Well, the way you started the fourth quarter, Coach, you really took it to him. You jumped out 10-0 in the quarter and just played so well for most of that quarter.
We did, and then we had a couple of defensive breakdowns when we were up 14. They give up, two straight threes. The only thing that can hurt you in those situations, when you're playing against them and playing against the clock is to give up threes, and we gave up two of them, which hurt us, and then had a couple of shots that were makeable for us that just didn't go in. But, to me, the big thing is that our guys, they kept their poise and they found a way, to win a game on the road, when everything that could go wrong had gone wrong.
Was that last play designed to go to JJ, and what was your reaction just seeing him hit that kind of a crazy shot, for the win?
Well, it was either to go to JJ or Drew. Drew was coming off a screen and JJ was coming off another screen. I knew that Faye would get him open. I thought he was going to shoot the shot from the top, but he said they ran at him so hard he saw an open lane and drove it in there and shot a floater, which we don't know if we're quite there with JJ's floater yet, but he did a great job of getting it high on the board, I thought. And, it went in. And like I said, to me, the big thing is that, we played a game on the road, which I think is against a very talented team. And, I know Fox is just back and he's trying to get his legs under him. But, they got a lot of great young talent. And we were able to find a way to win the game. And so that's the most important thing. All the other things we can correct and we can look at and we can talk about. But, just the fact that we, persevered and made a basket to win a game, a walk-off basket. So to me, that was important.
And you persevered at the end of a back-to-back when you were extremely tired. Do you think this team is finding another gear that you haven't seen yet this season?
I think we're playing well. And, to me, the guy that has really kind of stepped up for us and has done a great job has been Lonzo. I think, he made like two or three really big shots for us when we were struggling a little bit and came up with a couple of big rebounds. So I think he's playing well. He has our pace where we really want it. He's pushing the basketball really hard and creating shots. And I think he's been really solid defensively. So he's playing really good basketball for us. And then each one coming off the bench has played good basketball for us. But the difference in our team right now is Derek Favors. I think that every night he's plus 20, he's plus 18, he's plus 25, and he's getting us double-figure rebounds every night and coming up with a big rebounds and stepped to the line and made a big free throw for us.
Lonzo, is it a confidence thing with him offensively? He's in a nice groove here the last few games.
Well, I think he's put in the work. If you go back and look, he's put in the work. He's done a great job of spending time before practice, after practice, working on his shot. And then I just think, we have talked to him several times about the way we want him to play and the pace that we want him to play at. And I think he's done a great job of setting the pace for us. And then, as I said, making big shots when they count.
How much of a good sign is it that you have Brandon didn't have a great game. You had a lot of turnovers and stuff like that. Didn't play great offensively, but still able to get a win. It just seems like it's early in the season you guys weren't getting some of these wins.
No, we weren't, and it's good to see. I mean, I think it kind of evens out over the course of the season, but I think we found a way to just hang in. Really, defensively, I think we took a little bit of a step back from the standpoint of allowing three-point shots when we had a comfortable lead. That's the way a team gets back in. And as I said, in those situations, we had a couple of defensive breakdowns going under when, you don't want to go under Buddy Hill or Harrison Barnes in those situations. So, we live and we learn, and we'll look at it and we'll go back. But like I said, the big thing for me, for this team as it grows, is that, we found a way to win a game where we could have just been completely, I don't even know the word that you can use there, but instead, every one of the guys came to the bench and said, we're going to win the game right now.
How helpful is it as a coach? I asked you before the game about JJ staying ready and having a guy like that you can trust, even though he sat basically the entire fourth quarter. You can say at the end of the game we need a basket, we can trust him to go in and do the right thing.
Well, that's why we put him in the other situation that we had a side out of bounds where we really needed a basket also. That's who he is. Like I said, he's a real pro. He's been that way since he walked into the league. And he's always got himself prepared, physically, and he's always prepared mentally. So, you can put him in the game at any time.